Caitlin's parents had gone to sleep. Samantha and Caitlin snuck out again. I put everything we need in the car. Water, snacks, flashlights. That's all I could think of. They drove off. Samantha was used to people on the roads at all times of night. Now they were the only car, she felt kind of alone. They arrived at Milwood. There was a small clearing in the woods before the clearing that they could park Caitlin's car at. It couldn't be seen from the road. They began their hike through the waist-high weeds. Eventually they got to the fence. The front door is locked but the door in the courtyard isn't. The building had a fence with barbed wire around the whole perimeter with one break to let cars in, only the road was long overgrown. That was where the front door was. The girls walked to the back where there was a break in the barbed wire. The fence wasn't too high. Samantha didn't have a lot of fence jumping experience, but she made it without difficulty. A determined crazy person probably could have escaped, but there wouldn't have been a break in the barbed wire then, and there would have been a guard watching. They were officially in the prison. They walked to the door. Caitlin opened it without any problems. "This is as far as we got last time," Caitlin told her. They entered. They shined their flashlights down the hall. There were empty cells on both sides. They walked to the end of the hall. There was a secure door that would have been the entrance and exit. Just to the right of that was a door. They opened it. It was the receptionist area that looked into the waiting room through a pane of glass. "This is where he hanged himself." They looked on the ceiling. There was nowhere to put a rope. Not very good for the story. How was he supposed to hang here? Don't know. There's a light switch right there, see if you can turn on the lights. Samantha didn't think that was a great idea, it might bring attention to them, but she flipped it. Nothing happened. No power. That's too bad, we could have used the controls here to open that locked door. But there's nothing there anyways. They left the room and went upstairs. There was a kitchen and a cafeteria. Those took up the whole second floor. They got back to the first level and went down a different hall that ran parallel to the first. This hall had what looked like hospital rooms on each side. They checked one. Just an operating table, a chair and a table. They were all the same. Nothing special. So far they hadn't found anything out of the ordinary or any documents. It looked like someone had taken everything important, and now it was empty and no one had been here in years. At this point they had pretty much walked through the whole building. At the end of the hall there seemed to be a bookshelf out of place. "Ooh, goody files," said Caitlin. That was all that was on the shelf. "Now this is a little creepy," said Samantha. There were files on all of the people, but on every single piece of paper had been cursed if you go any further, handwritten in red ink on every single page of every file.